Quick disclaimer before we even get close to entering this video. I live in Canada. My time zone is -6. This was at 3 in the morning. I was not awake when I heard this. You probably have seen this everywhere else but here. Sue me. I don't have money, please no. You guys are pretty much aware that Alonso's returning to Renault for 2021 to replace Daniel Ricciardo, who's replacing Carlos Sainz, who's replacing Sebastian Vettel. And Sebastian Vettel, everyone wanted to, which they all wanted him to go to Renault. But I'll get to that in another video about what I think could happen with Sebastian Vettel's future. But let's get into the rest of the video. But it actually kind of came to a shock to everyone when Alonso actually decided to come back to Renault after this will be his 3rd stint there. Now Renault hasn't, since they've came back in 2016, they haven't been the strongest team you could say like they were before, but they haven't been the weakest team. They're like the mid of the midfielders, maybe a higher one, but not anymore. They're more of a midfielder now with the pink Mercedes. But and then there's another thing you have to talk about with Alonso. He has won the Monaco Grand Prix, he has won the 24 Hours of Le Mans, and now he's attempting to do the Indianapolis 500. If he goes to Renault, he is compromising his chance and wasting years and years, possibly, of attempting to get the Triple Crown, because chances are it's not a 1-year deal, it's probably a 2-year deal. And the big question is, does Alonso have that patience? I'm not sure he does, because the 3 years with McLaren Honda, that was enough to almost drive him crazy. But you have to wonder, Alonso's capable of winning races in a race-winning car, but Renault can't give him that. So that actually kind of it concerns a few people, and it shocks a few people, because if Alonso was to return, you saw how he was with McLaren and Honda, how he didn't really get the projects. But because McLaren and Honda, they had great chemistry back in the 80s with Senna and Prost. Those were the best days. They came back and everyone had high hopes for them, but it just never went. The case here, with Alonso coming back to Renault, maybe it could just be a complete bust. Who knows? So the next question I have, is this a risk for Alonso? Yes. In my personal opinion, yes. This is a very big risk. I know he said he had unfinished business in Formula 1. That was back in 2018, 2019, 2020 earlier. He said he had unfinished business as F1, and if he had a chance, he could come back. A top caliber driver, driving in a midfield team. He has so much potential, and he's had 2 years off. But the difference between him and other drivers is that he was actually racing still. I don't know. I don't really know what's best for Alonso right now. The best thing I can maybe see is focusing on the Indy 500 and then coming back to Formula 1. Because if Renault doesn't want to let him back in, they won't come back. Or wait, I just thought of something right now. He's still an ambassador for McLaren. He still races for McLaren in IndyCar for the Indy 500. What's gonna happen now? Because next year McLaren are cutting off ties to Renault and they're switching to Mercedes engines, meaning Renault is the only one gonna be powered by Renault engines. Ooh. So I'm actually going to leave it a straw poll down in the description. It will be the top line of the description, and it's basically going to say, will Alonso joining Renault cause controversy for the Indy 500? Or something like that. I'm editing this. I'll actually put it up there what it's actually going to be named, because I don't have a name for it yet. But anyways, yeah. Anyways, that's it for today. Just a little video. If you want to see more Formula 1 content, I might do it in the future. I'm probably going to do it. If you like it, if you have suggestions for me, if you want to help me out, links are down below to all the social medias, Twitch, Discord, TikTok. I'm going to be making a bunch of stuff. I'm pretty active in Discord. If you want to talk to me, I'm definitely there. We're always there for you. And yeah, working on some new content. Hopefully it will be coming out this week or next week. But yeah, until next time, goodbye.